Do you raise your own chickens but struggle with dispatching them? Come along with me and I'll show you how to do it humanely and efficiently. Let's go. Hey guys, Musa here from Quantum Home Improvements and Solutions. Welcome back to the channel. So we breed chickens here and we breed them for our own consumption. So I've done a 4-part series on how to raise them. The first one is how to incubate and hatch chicks. The second one was how to make a mobile chicken coop so they can free range on the grass without predators attacking and killing them. The third one was on how to make a water drip system that will reduce the bacteria so the chickens can drink fresh water. And the final one, the last one, is how to dispatch chickens. So now, dispatching chickens can be quite daunting, and I know my first time was quite difficult. But there is a right way of doing it where you're more humane and also more efficient, and both of them work hand in hand. And I want to show you how to do that step by step. But first I've got to put an addition to the chicken coop, which I've already made, which is a chute, so the chicks can come out easier, so I don't have to stress in trying to get the chickens out. So now I'm going to set up and I'm going to get the guys to give me a hand, and we're going to show you how to do this. Okay, so the chickens haven't had any pellets for nearly 24 hours. They have been eating grass, but they're going to want these pellets. So I'll just open the door and let them through. There is a bit of a problem with the weather. It is on and off. We're getting sunny patches and then we're getting a bit of rain as well. So we're going to have to do this fairly quickly. Okay, so we've got everything set up. I've got the guys here. We've got the knife being sharpened at the moment. And so we've got a table here just to put some items on. The urn is boiling. We have some ice water, and we'll get some more in a moment. We have the preparation table here. We have a chopping board, just a couple of bowls just to put things in. We have a rubbish bin. The knives, we've got 3 knives here. They do need to be sharpened. We also have our chook plucker. So the chook plucker is quite a necessity when you're dispatching of chickens. Once you put them in the water and scald them, which is usually around about 65 degree, we put them in here, 2 for this particular one. It doesn't work so well with 1. And within 15 to 30 seconds, they are defeathered, which is really good. We have our water here. So the one is just a cleaning water, just to clean them off. And the second one is to keep the chickens cold. Also, we have gloves. Chickens have a natural bacteria, which is salmonella. And I personally like to wear gloves just to be a little bit cautious. Okay, so to dispatch chickens, as I said, there was 5 things you need to do. One of them is to relax the chickens. So this chicken being upside down, the blood does rush to the head and does relax them. So what we do is we sit them in this position for a little bit and we put them in these cones. Now these are witch's hats that I've just got and cut the bases off on an angle so the heads can poke through, and I've got different sizes for depending on the chicken. And so you can get these specific made what they call hugging cones. So I will put a link below in the descriptions if you want to buy them, but you can use witch's hats. So what I'll do is just put them down into the cone. This is actually quite a big one, so I might put it in this one here. We're having a bit of rain at the moment and the rain's been on and off. It was forecast for better weather, but it's caught us out. We'll get out of the rain, guys. Just leave it like that, it's fine. Yeah, leave it up, yeah. We've let the roosters here just settle down a bit, and where we need to do is make an insert just below the wattle. So just around this point here, and you just do a slither on the side, either side, doesn't really matter. Okay. So as you can see, once you made the slither, the chickens will just slowly then just fade away. And so then also having them upside down allows the blood to drain out of the chicken, which causes less bruising later when we're processing. Okay, so the temperature's almost right. I've got to get it to 65 degree. So now we've just taken the chickens and put them in the scalder. They've been in there for about 30 to 45 seconds. The feathers come off quite easily, so they're now ready to be put in the plucker. So we'll put both of them in at the same time. Okay, so this is the end result. There's still a little bit of feathers on there. Could have probably stayed in the scalder a little bit longer, but generally speaking, it's quite good and very quick and easy. So this took around about 45 seconds because I forgot to put the water on before we started. You always got to have that water running before you start. Okay, so now we're ready for the cleaning. To clean the chickens, first of all, we start just here around the neckline, just make an insert, and we cut out the food pipe. Okay, so we got here the crop, and we just slowly just clean that out. Okay, so this is a storage area. You'll notice that your chickens have a bit of a bulge coming out when they're eating, which is on one side. So from here, it goes into the giblet. Now the chickens themselves can't crush their food, can't process it. So when it goes in the giblet, it then crushes all the food and then sends it down to the next point of the intestine. So then we make a slither down the back, just here, just a little, and then you open that up. So what the next thing you need to do, you get your fingers right inside and you pull all the internals in one go and just be a little careful. Okay, so this section here, the back, just cut this out. You're not going to need this section. Okay, so what we have here, we have the liver and the lungs, and we have the heart, and we'll keep all that. I will just chop off these sections of the wing. You don't need these. They're just in the way, there's no meat in them. I'll just take the remainder of the head off. Just leave some of the neck, it is edible. I'll take out the vent section, and this is pretty much done. Just take out the legs. Okay, so with the legs, you slither one side, you slither the other, and it'll just break off. And then put them in the cold water. So I'll just get Mick to just finish off that one while we just get some more chickens. Okay, so there's 5 things you need to do to have a tender meat chicken. So the first one is generally you try to get the chickens to grow as fast as you can with free ranging so they can get to a good size. So then you dispatch them around the 10-week mark, give or take a couple of weeks. When you do dispatch them, you put them in a cone upside down and you make them docile, you relax them, and you just do a slither on the side. And so then also having them upside down allows the blood to drain out of the chicken. You then clean them out and you gut them and then you put them in cold water straight away. So then once you've done that, you then put them in the fridge for a day or two, and then at that point you can either freeze them or you can then prepare them for cooking. Thanks, Xiaomi. Okay, so the rains are coming back, but we are now finished. We dispatched 14 chickens, which is great. It took us roughly in real time around about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and everything went really well. So I'm going to put in the description below of all the products I've used, either from eBay or from Amazon. And I'd like to thank the guys who are helping for Dave, Xiaomin, and for Mick. And also want to say hello to Nicholas, who couldn't be here and really wanted to be. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. And I'd ask if you please leave me a comment and I will get back to you if there's anything you're unsure about. And I'd also ask if you please consider to subscribe and hit the like button. And there's many more videos coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.